Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Yep, that time again. What's up, everybody? It's 6:22 a.m. in the morning. 76 degrees outside. Yes, Saturday morning. Ah, yes. Okie dokie. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending wherever you're at. How's everybody doing? Okay. All right. Let's see how hot it's going to get today. It's 76 right now, so probably going to be in the 90s. I don't know. I don't think it's going to hit 100 maybe today, but you never know. You never know. It's hot, hot, hot. Yeah, so I'll be reading the chat when I get all the way to work. Righty. There's a little breeze today, so that'll kind of help with the heat today. But we'll see how it goes today. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, so go check out my channel list, my family and friends list. Go check out all those amazing channels. Go check the community tab. Got a lot of amazing channels there. Damn. A little bit of a dry throat today, this morning. Yeah, so check out my animal house. Check out Iron Dog. Make sure you say a prayer for him also. He has cancer. Check out Derek Reptiles. He does interviews. Check out Rodriguez Reptiles. His son is fighting cancer. His name is Lucius. He's only like 4. Make sure you pray for all those people that lost family in Texas. And the other amazing channels like Kurtwood and Spider Mom, Mark the Spider Guy. Spider Mom, she needs hours for watch hours. Go check her out. Mark the Spider Guy, he wants to reach 1,000. He's almost there. I think he already has over 900. Go check out Keys Constrictors with Terry and Keisha. They have an amazing show. He hit 900. He's trying to hit 1,000. When he hits 1,000, he's going to give a giveaway, another giveaway. He's been giving giveaways every 100. He just had a winner. He picked a winner yesterday. I think it was Callie's something. Callie's Exotics, I believe it was. So he's getting a t-shirt and some stickers and some other stuff. So, but on the 1,000 giveaway, they're going to be giving away some snakes and some other stuff, guys. So let's get him up to 1,000, man. Oh, and then who else we got on that list? Trying to think. Who else on the list? Well, I'm drawing a blank right now, but go check out the list. Here's that part of the freeway. We start losing the internet here, so bear with me here, people. Nice, bright, sunny day today. A couple clouds here and there. And it's kind of breezy today, so that'll help out with the heat today. Yep. And we got Father's Day coming up, everybody. Make sure you call your dad. Say a prayer for him. If he already passed. Like my dad, he already passed. He died in his 50s. You know, he was a smoker. He was one to 2 packs a day. Didn't pass his 50s. I forget how old he was, but he didn't last that long. He didn't take care of himself. You know, so take care of yourself. You gotta stay healthy, especially if you have kids. If you have young kids, you gotta stay healthy for them. Yeah, make sure you talk to your kids, everybody. Everybody needs to start talking to their kids, find out what they're doing. Make sure they're not bullying anybody. Make sure they're not getting bullied. You're never going to find out if you don't ask them. So make sure you ask them. Yep. Yeah. Summertime is here. Summertime. Yeah, I don't know. I guess my IG, my Instagram has been. I guess it's getting more popular or something because now all of a sudden, you know, I'm getting like those notices where they're like, your video has cannot be seen by some people because of a song. You know, I've had two videos now. I guess when you become more famous, then they start sending you those. There's a flag in here. I mean, there's a fly in here. Yep. So I don't know. I guess it's just because some foreign countries they don't allow certain music or something. So I'm like, whatever. If they cannot be seen, they cannot be seen over there. At first, I thought it was like something wrong because I'm like, hey, I'm using the music that Instagram is recommending. You know, that's on their list. So I don't know. It's like, well, somebody's not going to be able to see my. Yeah, because I think they showed it like a big long list of countries on there that I guess they couldn't see. They won't be able to see the video. It's like, oh wow, darn, they're not going to see my video. Yeah. So I had taken one down, but then I put it back up because I started reading the thing. I'm like, oh, I thought it was something like because it had never happened before. I've been using all I know on YouTube they'll tell you you can either change the music or something like that. And this one said like if you want to remove it or what do they call it, fight it. I'm like, oh well. I mean, I'm not in for it to make money on Instagram or anything like that. I just like to share. Share the photos, share the videos, But that's how it is sometimes. Yeah, they sent me another letter from the dealership. They want my Toyota. Well, you can keep on wanting it. I'm not giving it up. Yeah, I got the oil change this Thursday. Went to the quick lane. Yeah, but it was funny because you got all these cars out there that all old cars because they don't have any new cars. No 2000. Usually by May they have all the new models. You don't see any new models on the lot. You see the models from last year. Well, not last year, this year's. Because they're always ahead. They always have like the 2023s by now already on the lot by May. Yeah, they can't seem to have. I don't know what's going on. I mean, see, the thing is, okay. So does that mean that the cars are just sitting? So what about all those workers? So they can't build. They're building cars, but then they can't finish them because there's no chips. So they're just sitting there getting old. So, or they stopped making cars. I should check into that. I wonder what's going on. Does anybody know what's going on in that? I mean, are they not building cars at all? Or as soon as they get a chip, then they build the car? I mean, that's crazy. No, and then the thing is, what's going to happen to cars that break down? Like, say their computer goes out. I bet you it's going to be hard to find a computer for a car because they're probably buying out all those parts from part stores, the dealers, because they want to finish building their cars. I would think. I don't know. Could be. Maybe. But how's everybody doing this weekend? Anybody planning anything exciting? Well, I don't know if you guys saw my other live. Yeah. Well, I guess, and then I found another jumping spider. Yeah, I was fixing my car. Not fixing it. I mean, cleaning it. The battery was kind of dirty, had a lot of corrosion on it, so I cleaned it up, washed the battery completely, and so when my son was helping me, and then all of a sudden he goes, look, there's a jumping spider hanging from the door that he opened up. So I had my little plastic container, and so I caught it in it, caught the spider in it. So now I got another jumping spider. So basically I got 3 of them. So I told my son to order me another enclosure like the one I have already, because I like the way it looks. And it's pretty functional, the way it works and everything. So it's good. It's entertaining watching that spider go around and do its little stuff, eat its meal, But yeah. So I'm going to be getting one. I think it's coming on Tuesday. So I'll probably transfer the spider into into the enclosure, you know. Let it have its thing there. Well, this one's a little bit smaller. It's kind of big, but it's not as big as the other one. So it's not that old. So it should live at least a year, I would think. Oh, this guy's speeding behind me, trying to pass this other car. Look at this guy. Wants to fly. Wants to fly like an eagle. Ah, some sort of cabinet. Yeah, got some. Got to go check out that tarantula. Also, see maybe it decided to open up its door. That one in the wild, you know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, but yeah. So I got this month. I got to go do that stress test with the doctor, the cardiologist. Yeah, the last time they did it, it was I was fine, everything working fine. So hopefully got more good news and no problems. But we'll see. We'll see. Gonna do some cardio tests, sonograms. Yep. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Yeah. Nice and bright day out there today. Or I was just remembering the first time I met my cousin, the one that I've always worked with and stuff. I was at my house. I think I was probably like probably like 12 or 13 years old. And my cousin, he's pretty tall, you know, because he was like 6 foot something. And And then the funny thing is, because he's in our yard we had like a couple of bushes, and there was like some wire, like thick wire, like going across the like, because we didn't have a fence in the front. Part of the front yard did have a fence, but then there was like where you park your cars in the front. You know, there was dirt and grass, and then there was a driveway. Well, on that part there was like about three trees, and there was a wire going all the way across, one low and another one kind of high. And then they had little strings, like kind of like when you put something inside the back of your car and it's sticking out the trunk or sticking out the back of the truck, like a red rag or something. Well, that's what my grandma, she put a bunch of rags, like ties on different areas, and you could see them if you're walking slowly. Well, but my cousin, he saw me and is like, so he's like running toward me, but he doesn't, and I'm like, oh shoot, but he was running so fast. By the time I told him, it was too late. Yeah, he hit the wire and it like right in his neck, and like knocked him back off his feet. Yeah, it was kind of funny, but I'm like, he ended up with a mark like on his neck from the wire. I mean, if you would be going like in a bicycle or something, probably you can, depending on the speed, kind of like, how in the movies they put the wire across the road, decapitate those people. Oh, this guy, where's he going? Not paying attention, going off to the wrong way with the road. Yeah, so it was kind of funny. Welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button and share out the live, guys. Yeah, so it was kind of funny. But then he comes in, he gets up and he's like, hey, yeah, I'm your cousin. And I'm like, okay, and I mean, I was always like, yeah, I don't really talk to strangers. At first I didn't really believe him, because I had never met this cousin before, But yeah, I guess he wasn't living here. And then he decided, his mom decided to come down, because he was living up in the LA area, like in Norwalk, California. So he came down and then, he came to visit my grandma, because his grandma was my grandma's sister. So, oh yeah, and then I remember him telling me the story because his grandma, she had those little lovebirds, the little parakeets, and she had a big enclosure that you could walk in, and it was like, I'd say it was at least 7 feet tall, and and it was pretty big. It was a good, like a 10 by, maybe a 10 by 5, or 5 by 10 enclosure outside, and she had little parakeets and stuff like that. But then she always had a bunch of cats and dogs also. Well, one day she had double doors, so she'd go in through one door and then she'd go in through the next door, so that way the birds wouldn't fly out. And so she goes in, and she's gonna go feed the birds. She doesn't notice the cat behind her. So this cat sneaks in, sneaks into the enclosure right behind her, and then she's like goes out, puts all the food for the birds and stuff, and water and stuff, and then leaves. And the cat stays inside, and she's got about 30 birds. She's got about 30 parakeets in there. They're all flying around in there. This was back in the 70s. So I don't think they were that expensive back then. They were probably like $1, $1 or something. But yeah, so then my cousin says that all of a sudden, because she's washing dishes and she has the window open, so you can hear anything outside. She all of a sudden she started hearing a lot of noise in the enclosure, because the parakeets started making a bunch of noise, because the cat started hunting, and he was having a meal. He was hunting parakeets. They can run, fly all over the place, but they're not gonna get away. He's gonna capture some of them. So then she starts hearing all this noise, all this ruckus, and like, what the heck is going on, So she finally goes outside and the enclosure, and then she's all like, oh my God, calls for my cousin, and damn, get this cat out of here, She got the cat out of there, but the cat had already massacred about 10 birds or more. So she's all like, she's all there yelling, pinche gato, effing cat, And she does, even though the cat destroyed and killed a bunch of her birds, she still doesn't take it out on the cat, it's like, hey, it was her fault. The cat just followed her, So then my cousin's grandma tells my cousin, hey, you know what? Here, gives him some money, sends him to the pet store, go replace the birds that the cat ate, go buy some more parakeets. It's about another dozen. But yeah, it was kind of funny. The cat had a buffet, and then he said my cousin. They said the roof needed some repair. So they called my dad, because he was a handyman. He knew how to do stuff. He knew how to build stuff. How to do electrical work. Pretty much. Back in the days, you learned all kinds of stuff. Nowadays, kids don't want to learn nothing. They're on their phones. They don't want to learn anything. I try to teach my son, anything I know. Even though he'll probably I'm not going to do that. I'll take it into the shop to do it. But you got to give them knowledge. And stuff like that. And so my cousin called, my grandma told my dad, that her sister needed some work done on the roof. So he's all like, "Oh, okay." So he goes up on the roof, to see how the roof is, and he's walking on the roof, and then my cousin, he tells me the story because I found out later on. He goes, yeah, that he was sitting at the kitchen, the table, and eating his breakfast, his cereal. And then, he says he hears the, somebody walking on the roof, so he's looking up, and then all of a sudden he hears like cracking, from the ceiling. And then boom, all of a sudden there's a leg sticking down to the ceiling. Look, right above him. My dad stepped on the roof, and I guess there was a board that was rotten. So his foot went all the way through the roof into the kitchen. And then now there was a big hole in the ceiling and in the roof. So he's all like, yeah, well, found part of the problem. So yeah, and then my cousin, he also helped my dad up there, on the roof. So they patched the roof, replaced the wood. Yeah, because there was a couple of pieces of plywood that was up there on the roof that was no good. So they had to remove it, put a whole new big plywood, and then they put the paper on it, new paper rolls. So yeah, he fixed the roof. But it was so funny. He got to see my dad's leg coming through the ceiling, So, yeah. And then my cousin, he lived like a block. Well, not even like half a block from the Mexican border, And the fence was right there. He used to tell me stories that people would come knocking on his door, and he'd look out the window because you never knew who it was, So there's somebody knocking on the door going like, let me in, talking in Spanish, ábreme la puerta, It's illegals jumping the fence, trying to hide. And my cousin like, nah, I don't think so. And then they jump the fence. They even break the gates. Sometimes, the immigration running after them too. Yeah, and then he said one time he found a border patrol hat in his yard. He's all like, "Hey, got a new hat," because it was a brand new hat that the guy I guess just bought. Because they have those border patrol hats. So he's all like, "Hey, new hat." And then, so they had a pretty big fence in the backyard. So they would put a chain on it so that way they couldn't get in. But yeah, they were still jumping. I mean, they would jump the fence, at the border, and it's pretty tall. Now they made it even taller, and they're still jumping it, Everybody finds a way to jump over the fence, man. I mean, I've seen people jumping the fence. When you're on the other side, you're on the Mexican side, making line to cross, and you see the people, they're all looking. Immigration is sitting there, and they're like, oh, waiting to see. And then they send somebody, to run, jump and then run. Immigration chases them, and then everybody goes over, They play cat and mouse with the immigration. So I mean, even the kids they run around. They run across the border. You know, and then they run around in town for a bit. Then they run back. I mean, they're having fun with the border patrol. Because even the border patrol just doesn't even arrest the kids because they're underage. So they just throw them back. Like, go back where you came from. So, but yeah, he said he used to like when he was smaller, he used to like run. Him and his friends used to run to the fence, and shake it, and then run back home. And the border patrol would come running, with their vehicles. But they're having fun with the border patrol too. My cousin would. And then my cousin had a big tree in the backyard. It was a fruit tree, and I think it was I think you call them the blueberries. Yeah, it was a blueberry tree. And I remember I used to climb up of it because it was pretty big, man. You can climb up on top of it and get the fruit, because you can get the fruit right off the tree. You don't need to, you don't need to wash it. I mean, it had dirt, but just dirt, you know. It just had dirt on it. You just blow it off. But I mean, because like from where they have a lot of trees, they fumigate, put chemicals and stuff like that. In the backyard, they didn't, you don't use no chemicals in your yard. So there, any fruit up in the yard, or you can just pick it from the tree and eat it. My grandmother, she had grapes. That's the thing. She had a green thumb for anything she would plant. I mean, one time, because we used to eat some watermelon. Different kind of watermelons. We used to eat them, and then after we would eat them, we would throw the seeds and the skin on the ground, like in an area. Just throw it on the ground there to dry out. That's once it would dry out. Because basically, you'd feed the birds. Because the birds would go and eat some of it. And you would throw it there, and then after a while, the seeds, we didn't even plant them, and then all of a sudden we started having watermelons growing, in the yard there, in that area. And then my grandmother, she had fig trees. She had a fig tree. She had a what else? What else? I think she also had a pomegranate. She had a pomegranate tree, and also grapes. She had red grapes, green grapes. So anything she would plant, it would just grow. So we always had like stuff in the yards. And I remember we had a couple dogs, and, different dogs. We had some. My grandma, she also collected dogs, cats. We'd always have either look at this little kitty, I found him, take him home, feed him, stuff like that, Oh, and I remember one time she also brought a weenie dog. But then those dogs, they wouldn't last very long. She'd find a home for them. You know, we would only keep them for like maybe a couple of weeks, and then you know, we had one of the dogs we had that was one of our main dogs was she was a part bulldog and Pekingese. Yeah, it was Pekingese. Yeah, the tail was all curly, like kind of like a pig, like a pig, and then the face, was all like a bulldog, but kind of flat. So the the dog had a couple of babies, and then we gave some away. And then one time the dog, because whenever she was in heat, all bunch of dogs would come around the yard, and start messing with her. Let's see who's in here. Yeah, let's see who came in. Let's see, Bud came in. Kimberly, what's up, Kimberly? Welcome. So Sapin, yes, welcome. Yeah, so then one of the dogs, these dogs that would come into our yard and mess around with the dog and then get her pregnant. And then one time she had I guess it was a German Shepherd, and this dog wasn't that big. There was no way she was going to have that baby from the German Shepherd. So my grandma had to take her to the vet, and have him do a cesarean, and they took it. And then they put those cones on the dogs, so they don't lick their wound, And I remember we kept her inside, until she was better, for a couple of weeks inside the house, because we don't want her to get hurt or anything. We used to keep her like in the bathroom in a plastic container, with some blankets and stuff. But yeah, I mean, and then I remember she got me it was a short-haired pointer. Yeah, and it was a nice dog. It was a light brown dog with a white chest. We got him at the pound. They I think he was only like 6 months old, and he was pretty big already. He was very active, and I had him for about a year and a half. Then I went to school, Arizona Automotive Institute. So then my grandma and them, they ended up having to give it away again because they were moving into an apartment. They had to sell the houses and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I remember his name was Sam. There was another one that was called Pulga. We had a bunch of different dogs. But yeah. So thanks everybody for coming in. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're at. God bless everybody. Have a good one. Till next time. Bye. God bless you. And as Keith says, call your mama, tell her you love her, because you don't know how long she's going to have her. Alrighty? Bye-bye.